I have been trying to film this for a very long time, several months, and so I'm just gonna seize this brief opportunity that I have right now to try to do it. In spite of in spite of wanting to film this for so long, I still don't know what to say, so tried to think it through unsuccessfully. But when I was reorganizing the kitchen, I mentioned that Brian had had cancer and he's doing really well, but I did not mention that my mom also had cancer. She's had cancer for 2 years, and in August she passed away. And her initial chemo that she did the first year when she had cancer was successful and basically got rid of all of the tumors that she had. Then they came back, and her next round of chemo didn't work. The cancer did not respond to it. So we went back to visit in May for like a week or so, our whole family, and did family pictures, and I helped my mom with decluttering. She was about to begin a new type of chemo, and I didn't think it would. I knew that her cancer was advanced enough that she didn't have a lot of time left, like under 5 years from the time that she was diagnosed. Really, they said 1 year when she was diagnosed, and she outlived their expectations. I don't know. I guess I was kind of in denial that trip. I didn't think it would be the last time. We got the news that that new kind of chemo did not work either, and that the doctors had told her that there's nothing else that they could do. And she went on to hospice care the next week, and about a week after that she was unresponsive. It happened a lot faster than we were all expecting. Hospice had said she was going to pass in the next couple of days, and so we all drove out there all together. She kept hanging on, and I went over to my parents' house every day and spent time with her, although she was unconscious. They say that hearing is the last of the senses to go, so went over every day, and I also helped my dad with some things using the skills that I have with organization and decluttering. Interestingly, this whole experience of my mom passing kind of comes full circle in a way. She is the one who first gave me the idea of becoming a professional organizer. I was like working on cleaning out some stuff in the basement several years ago of my own stuff that was left at my parents' house, and she told me, you know, you could really do this for people, like you could do this as a job, you'd be really good at it. And I kind of laughed it off because I was like, there's no way I want to deal with other people's junk and like helping them get rid of stuff. And then I ended up, like in a year or two after that, starting a business doing it, and so that's kind of funny. But also, I think in some ways I was inspired to do it because I saw what a big difference it could make in people's lives, and just how difficult hoarding is on the people that have it and their family. My mom's biggest concern during her last few months of life was leaving her family with all of her stuff to clean up and take care of. In her last years, she had gotten rid of a lot of stuff and worked really hard on it. So in some ways, I think I have a renewed passion and desire to help people organize and declutter and live more simply. And I think it also has given me a new perspective on it. After my mom passed, I was able to go through almost the whole house in the next week and a half or so, between her passing and the funeral, and then after the funeral. I think we were there in Iowa almost a month. I'll try to put up a few pictures. My dad had sent me some before pictures. It was a giant task, like by far the biggest project I've ever worked on. Not just in terms of the space and the stuff, but just the time crunch that we had, because I really wanted to leave my dad in a great position to be able to live comfortably. That was really my goal, is for him to be able to use all the spaces in the house comfortably and for it to be very functional. So I achieved that, and I'm really proud of it. I could tell some stories about stuff that I found, and just crazy things like different family members were looking for a specific item, and you'd think it's like looking for a needle in a haystack, and I would just find it, like look over and just find it immediately. And I think that was my mom. I don't know how much of this is gonna make it into a video. Before my mom died, she got genetic testing, which was such a gift, and sometimes I feel like it was a curse, but ultimately it's a gift, because she found that she had BRCA1 gene mutation, which greatly increases your risk of breast cancer and ovarian cancer, as well as a lot of other cancers, but primarily those two. So I also got tested and have the gene, and so does my younger sister. So I have like a 70 to 80% chance of getting breast cancer and a 60% chance of getting ovarian cancer, which is much, much higher than the general population. So I have met with a lot of different doctors, surgeons, oncologists, and come up with a plan that I feel pretty good about, although like extremely scared and nervous. I've had 2 MRIs in the last year and 2 mammograms in the last year, as well as ultrasounds. And while I like the idea of just monitoring and getting ultrasounds and MRIs every 6 months, it's extremely stressful. Like, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't thinking about this gene and how it's affecting my life every single day. And having that weight hanging over me is a lot. And doing the monitoring, the mammograms and the MRIs and such, it just feels like waiting for cancer 6 months at a time. And I would much rather act proactively, go through surgery, which is not going to be fun and will be really tough, especially with 3 kids, than get breast cancer or find out I have breast cancer or ovarian cancer, and then have to go through chemo and radiation and surgeries then. So that's why I would say it's really a gift, because I have advanced warning and I have the opportunity to take action now to prolong my life expectancy. I am going to have a total hysterectomy, and that will lower my chances of ovarian cancer by like 99%. And as soon as I can, I will have a double mastectomy also, and hopefully reconstruction afterwards. So hopefully that's going to happen in the new year. Honestly, one of the things that has really helped is finding other people that have this gene mutation, which I found on a great group on Facebook. I've been so encouraged and helped by people who have shared videos on YouTube, sharing their experience with their surgeries, and that's been super encouraging to watch, and it really makes me want to share more as I go on this journey for the next several years. I am still going to be talking about organizing and cleaning and decluttering. I will occasionally also do some updates on where I am at health-wise, how I'm recovering, and how this is going for me. I don't know if you can tell, but I have so much gray hair now. Can you see that? So gray and like white coming in. Honestly, I kind of love it because I feel like it shows, like, yeah, I've been through a lot lately. So I've earned this gray. I have these 3 kids. I want to be here for them as long as I can be. I am willing to go through what I need to have the best possible chance. I really hope to still be able to make videos with some consistency that I haven't been able to have for a long time. I have not been great about taking care of myself in the past, and this really has been a wake-up call that I have to take better care of myself if I want to be able to be here for the people that I care about. Taking care of my mental health, I'm in therapy, it's great, highly recommend it. Getting myself the supports that I need is hugely important, and it really does matter. That's my encouragement to you. Now is the time to be proactive about your health and taking care of yourself and setting yourself up for long-term health and happiness, not just for you, but also for the people around you that you love and care about. And part of that could be going on a journey of discovering minimalism and simplicity and letting go of all the things that are no longer serving you. And I'm definitely still in the midst of a big shift. A lot of things are changing, but also just in what I prioritize in life and my values, I feel like are really becoming clearer. There's a lot riding on us stepping up and fulfilling our callings and speaking out, and now is the time. And really choosing to live bold instead of holding back and hanging on to the past, but being bold and being willing to step into the future and what change is coming. So thank you for being here and sticking around my channel through all the chaos. Thank you for all your support when Brian had cancer. That really has meant a lot to us as a family. Yeah, I will see you hopefully before too many more months go by. Before too long. I'll try to be more consistent and be able to be here with you guys some more. And we'll see what happens.